Om. All right, guys, so today I will be telling you the correct way to meditate. Now, there are a lot of ways to meditate. There's not necessarily a correct way, but there are certain things that you can do to get you close to your goals, and there are definitely ways not to meditate. So let me go over the first common misconception about meditating. Most people believe that meditating is about clearing the mind. I'm gonna sit here and try and think about absolutely nothing. No thoughts, no thoughts. Well, that is nothing even close to meditation, okay? Meditation is all about awareness. It's all about training your awareness. It's awareness training. Just like working out is muscle training, meditation is essentially awareness training. It's about training your awareness, expanding your awareness, everything to do with awareness. So what you want to do while meditating, especially just to start off, is to simply be aware. So most people start out by focusing on something. They're aware of something like their breath. That's the most common thing, right? So you're aware of your breath, you feel the sensations going in and out, and you are aware of your breath. And then when a thought comes in, you don't try and block it out. You simply are aware of the thought, and then you let it pass. You see the thought as simply this appearance in consciousness, this object in consciousness, and then let it fade away naturally. So most people, when they're focusing on their breath, and then a thought comes in, oh no, I failed, a thought came in, I stopped focusing on my breath. Well, no, this is the thing. This is not the failure. This is actually the success, okay? This is an extremely important concept. So when you're sitting here being aware and a thought comes in and you recognize that thought, that is an extreme success. Why? Because most people are attached to their thinking. They think that they are their thoughts. When you ask most people who they are, they will say, well, I'm a culmination of my thoughts, emotions, beliefs, ideologies, body, whatever, right? What they don't realize is that there's a deeper I, right? There's an I that is the witness. There's an I that is aware of all these sensations, right? There's actually two eyes. That's what you'll find out in meditation. There's really only one, but from the perception of the average human, you'll find out that there are two eyes. There's the I that seems to be your thoughts, your emotions, your feelings, your body, and then there's this I that is aware of all of it. So you'll be sitting here and realize that all these body sensations, these thoughts, these are just appearances in consciousness being witnessed by the I. So you want to let thoughts come as they must. You are just aware of them and you let them pass. A great frame of mind to be in while you're meditating is, I wonder what the next thought will be. Okay? So you welcome thoughts. You don't voluntarily think of thoughts. You voluntarily focus on objects in consciousness such as your breath, but you allow thoughts to come freely and then recognize them. And that does a great job in separating you from your thoughts. You start to realize that you are something deeper, that you are actually consciousness. In fact, the collective consciousness that is within everyone, right? That's a deeper level, but you realize that you are simply consciousness and it's just appearances in consciousness that you notice, right? So this is a great place to start. Focus on your breath, let thoughts come, and let thoughts go. Now, you can start to have a little more fun with it. After I focused on my breath for a while during meditation, I switched over to focusing on my body sensations. And this was even cooler. The sensations of the body, you start noticing that there are hundreds of sensations, if not an infinite amount of sensations going on every second. You'll start out by realizing, I'm feeling some sensations every second, and there begins to be more and more and more the more you focus on it. So you can start focusing on body sensations. Another thing when you get to another level is you can go into open awareness, where you are just purely aware. And instead of focusing on a specific object, you just allow your awareness to jump to anything that comes within your consciousness. Any object that fills your consciousness, you just are aware of. So you're just sitting here openly waiting for some sort of sensation. Oh, cool, notice a sensation. Oh, cool, there was a thought. So something like that. Now, one thing that is really cool, and I was taught this by Sam Harris, is when you're focusing on all these sensations, you can actually allow them to kind of diffuse into this type of cloud, right? So instead of focusing on a sensation, or a sensation arises in consciousness and you're like, oh, that's a sensation in my knee, or like, oh, that's a thought, or oh, that's a sensation in my chest, right? You just allow these sensations to just kind of happen, and you allow them to form into this type of cloud. You start to give up the idea of your body, right? And this can become extremely cool, because you can get to a deep place in meditation where your body ceases to exist. You'll find that it's just a culmination of these appearances in consciousness, combined with these thoughts, which again is simply an appearance in consciousness, that gives us this idea of our body. And that's a really cool place that you can get in meditation. Now, a really deep level of meditation is to start attempting to search for the one who is looking, right? So when you meditate, you'll notice that there's a center of experience, right? You'll feel like you are behind your eyes. And you'll feel like there is a subject-object relationship. So you will notice a certain sensation. A thought will come into your head, you notice it. A sensation will appear maybe on your shoulder. You will notice it, right? You feel like it is different from you. You feel like that there is someone who is noticing something. Now, this took me extremely long to get. This is probably the hardest concept to achieve, but you can start searching, just with glimpses, just really quick, searching for the one who is looking, searching for the meditator. And with long enough practice and deep enough internal insight, you'll start to realize that even the meditator is an object in consciousness, and it simply doesn't exist. You'll start to realize that you are just pure consciousness, and even the idea of the meditator is an appearance in consciousness. That there is no subject-object relationship. That you are consciousness. You are everything. And you just are manifested as these sensations appear. So that is an extremely deep level to go to. But as you can see, meditation can get a lot deeper than just focusing on the breath. The whole purpose of it is self-realization. And you can realize some incredible things about the self, the true self, that is. You can realize what the self is not and what it is. Eventually, the whole point is to get into this amazing awakened state of non-duality, of realizing that there is no subject-object, that you do not truly have this psychological restriction of the ego, of the false self, that you are everything. You are the collective consciousness that illuminates every object within the world, right? So you can get to a lot of really cool places in meditation. Another exercise that you can do actually to get rid of this idea of the center of experience, right? That you are a meditator, right? Is to start bringing your awareness in and expanding it, right? So you can start focusing on the center of experience, be very aware of the center of experience, and then let that center diffuse. Start focusing on the edges of experience and let your awareness actually expand to the edges of experience, and you'll see that your awareness actually seems to expand in size, right? So there's a lot of really cool things that you can do in meditation, but it's all about simply being aware, right? Your thoughts being clear, right? You not thinking is not a goal of meditation. It is simply a symptom. Once you train your awareness, you will see that less unwanted thoughts start coming into your head. And this is a great benefit of meditation. You will be less stressed. You will be more free from the attachment to negative thoughts. But this is just a symptom, right? It's not the goal. But yes, a lot of incredible things start happening when you meditate. You will see that you will become detached from these thoughts, these negative emotions. You will see them as just these appearances, these objects in consciousness that you are witnessing, that these things are not actually you. So when a bad emotion comes up, even in everyday to-day life, you will see that as just this appearance in consciousness. It's not you, and you won't get as attached to it. When a negative thought arises throughout the day, you will just see it as this appearance in consciousness. You won't get attached to it. You won't identify with it. And this is the incredible, magical thing about meditation. It detaches you from all these negative things that are constructed by the ego, the false self. So, guys, I hope that gave you a better idea of what meditation actually is and what it can do. And I hope that inspires you to meditate more because, guys, meditation can get extremely enjoyable. A lot of people think they'll be bored during meditation. No. You'll find that when you meditate, you cease to be bored whatsoever. Boredom is simply a lack of awareness. It's a lack of attention. You'll see that society today just makes this issue much, much worse. And the overdevelopment of this ego, the sense of the restricted self, right? That we are just a culmination of our body thoughts, mind, emotions, whatever, that is only increasing in the modern world. And with all this external stimulation, it kind of gets us trapped in that mind frame, almost as if we were zombies. So you'll see that's why disorders like ADD and ADHD are only increasing. We are more unconscious. We don't have that sense of awareness. We don't have that sense of attention. When you meditate, you can be perfectly content with simply focusing on objects in consciousness, sensations, your breath, whatever. And you'll find that boredom just ceases to exist. Boredom is not a natural thing. You don't see a wild animal frolicking in the forest as bored, yet they have much less stimulation, external stimuli, than we do. So meditation is so powerful, it can do so many cool things, and a lot of people just have the wrong conception about it. So many people are like, I try to meditate, but thoughts keep coming in. Well, then you simply don't know what meditation is. That's not what it's about. There really is no trying to meditate. You simply do it. Everyone has awareness. Everyone is made up of awareness. So anyone can meditate successfully. It's not about the amount of thoughts that come in. It's about recognizing these thoughts, being aware. So, I hope you guys enjoyed this video on meditation. And yeah, do it right now after this video. Well, maybe watch a few more of my videos. My videos are pretty cool. But after that, go meditate. It can be very enjoyable and you'll feel a lot better the rest of the day. And you'll find that if you do this consistently, you'll feel incredible throughout your entire life. Much more incredible than you could possibly imagine. So, I love you guys and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.